I really like the idea of my, what are we calling these tokens?
Oh yeah,
Flair.
Can I do an intro for it, Owen?
Yeah, steals the
Okay.
thunder.
Well, we need to get into it. Owen challenged us with each of us having our own little piece of flair for today's podcast. And in reference to, I guess on TikTok or Instagram, like influencers tend to have like some kind of outlandish standout statement piece that draws attention. Is that correct, Owen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you wanted to explain it, Kevin.
I know that was kind of my way of like teeing it off to you, and then you expand on it.
I'm really bad when people say they want to take charge. I completely step back and don't do anything.
Okay.
So,
All right.
that's good. That's a problem I gotta work on. I do that at work too. There's someone else that's in charge, I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking do anything then.
What a team player.
Yeah,
Okay.
Not a collaborator. If I'm not in charge, then I'm not doing anything.
All right. Well, we're all going to reveal our pieces of flair right now.
Do we want to call him Flair? Oh,
Wait,
okay.
should we do one at a time or?
I'll start. Whatever. Fuck it.
All right.
All right. I'm going to reveal my piece of flair. 3, 2, 1.
I get it. I get what you're trying to say. It's pretty artsy. Like, I am being suffocated by the internet, so I wear it around my Ethernet around my neck.
It almost feels like you were just at your desk and you're like, oh God, I need flair. What's sitting around here?
It was actually...
I couldn't get out of my seat. Just grab whatever's closest.
Here's the real story. Dennis, remember my Halloween costume, how we had like giant gold chains?
Yeah.
Megan's like, oh, I think we have those giant gold chains inside like the cleaning tech closet. So I ran to the cleaning tech closet and I couldn't find it, but I found this coaxial cable perfectly wrapped up like a necklace. I'm like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I'll wear that. I think it's kind of cool. It's kind of like French. It's almost like a scarf or like a...
Yeah,
or like
people ask why you're wearing that for sure. We want.
Yeah, it's called coaxial cable.
No, I don't know if that's correct, but this is definitely like an Ethernet cable.
Yeah,
Yeah, and if anyone says like, is that an Ethernet cable around his neck? You'd be like, no, it just looks like it.
It's actually coaxial.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it. Okay, who wants to reveal? Who wants to reveal theirs next?
I can go. I'm kind of in the same vein as Kevin's necklace here.
It's just another coaxial. The hair trend, the balding clearly got to
what balding?
Cobra
no
Kai.
receding hairline here.
Cobra Kai.
You can't tell. And then I got my
2 Flair.
yeah, 2 flares. Is this too much?
This is funny because we're not going to acknowledge this after 5 minutes, and we just have to continue the conversation. But Dennis, yours, I love that yours is all black, so you really can't see that you're doing anything up top. But I think the necklace is pretty. Can you tighten it a little bit so that
It looks like he's trying to be. Who's that? Flava Flav.
Yeah, a little bit like Flava Flav.
Like, it looks like you almost have a do-rag on because your hair.
Didn't John Cena used to wear like a lock or something? I feel like he used to wear.
Yeah, he did.
Lock it in.
This is my.
That's a Rolex, right?
Now everyone has smartwatches and like Fitbits, and so there's no place for these watches. So I figure, put her on your neck.
That makes a lot of sense. All right, Owen, let's get to your flares so we can continue on. Dennis, good job. Oh, there we go. I like that they're under the...
So these are for to help out the bags under your eyes. I don't know if I put it on properly or not.
Megan wears those after I make her cry.
Ooh. Well, Kevin, after you called me hard number 3, I've been crying all day.
Okay. All right, Owen, I love it. I think who wins? I got to go Owen. I think Owen's. He at least ordered his.
It's the most practical.
Yeah.
Or like something that people actually do. Oh, Dennis is giving up already.
No, I'm fixing my necklace so it's higher because you can't see it.
Okay. All right.
Is
well,
the headband too much? You saying? Should I choose one?
I think the headband,
one
or the other.
Yeah,
one or the other. Great. And I think headband is good to go because it's subtle. It's subtle. It's enough for someone to be like, "Why is this guy wearing a fucking headband?"
And it makes you look younger, to be honest.
I can't tell that you're balding anymore.
I can't either.
No.
Okay.
Don't look there.
All right. Well, that's that. Dennis had another challenge for me. He said, since I'm doing dry January and last week I was experimenting with kava tea, he wanted me to try something different experimental this week. So I stopped at the corner store on the way home from work and I got a Mary Jones soda.
The fuck is that?
I don't
It's 2x dosed, guys. just in case you need to know.
I believe it's by the same people that make like Jones soda, like the craft bottled sodas. Yeah. But it has Delta 9, hemp infused, 10 milligrams, which is way too much. So that's why I wanted to get this over with, because I'm going to drink some of this and I want to be off the pod before it hits me, because this thing's going to hit me hard.
Okay.
Have you drank any of it yet?
No, I have not. Open can, pour. It has like an interesting childproof tab though.
Was it from
I thought you struggled opening it. So
no,
it's Kevin proof too.
Was it from a dispensary or like a gas station?
Gas
or like
station, corner store.
So it's all fucked up. It's all those fake ingredients and it really fuck with you.
What's scaring me is it says start low and go slow. So I am afraid I can't drink this all at once, because I do want to have a coherent pod.
I'm a little worried about you drinking this at all.
Maybe
it'll be fine.
I'll drink it all at once.
I'll sip on it. It won't hit me until after the pod's over. I can't.
You just started it too. You didn't drink any beforehand.
No, I can't.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
No, it's those Jones bottles. That the pictures that are on them, those are like user submitted. Sarah and her friend used to do that growing up, was trying to get their pictures on Jones bottles.
Oh, I see that now. Yeah, so this 100% is Jones bottles, and because they have the user submitted photos on there. Yeah, that's neat.
They never got that. I always thought that was fun. I felt like that's not well known enough. Everyone's seen Jones.
They were always at like Einstein bagels, I feel like.
Well, this tastes really good.
Ooh.
This
the
is
Mary Jane ones or what?
No, regular Joe.
Or Mary Jones.
Mary Jones. This is really good. It's green apple. I never had like a green apple soda. It's kind of like a...
Drink it, man. You're thirsty.
I gotta drink this whole thing. It says to start low and go slow. All right, I'll drink half of it.
Yeah, start half.
And once this thing starts to kick in, I'll give my review of my other product. I have here a Biro, which is Tom Holland's...
You're doubling down on the things?
This is NA. No, this is just a NA beer.
I was gonna say, Jesus, Kevin, it's Tuesday.
Whatever. Beginning of the year. It's Q1. Results don't matter until Q2. It's Biro. It's Tom Holland's new NA beer. I saw it at Target yesterday. So
he's he doesn't drink, right?
Mm-hmm. Funny enough, though, I saw him drinking at a bar one time in Cleveland.
Really? Was it before Zendaya?
It was before, yeah. Like this must have been 2017.
What kind of drunk do you think he was? What made him stop?
I would guess that he's so small. Like when I saw him at that bar, he was every bit of 5'6", and I would guess that it's more just like he wants to be the best at his craft and like doesn't want to wake up hungover and doesn't want to look bloated on screen, and like I can't picture him being like an angry little guy.
Yeah, I guess with our little bit of celebrity that we've had, I understand that everyone's examining your body and things like that.
Is everything. My God.
Yeah,
it is.
So I get why maybe you're like, I don't want to be a little bit puffy on screen.
I picture him kind of like Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like, I don't need 8 whiskey sours before like I'm shooting the next day kind of thing. So,
which is one of the best scenes of all time.
It was one of the best movies of all time.
I don't remember that part. What scene was that?
Oh my God! I know. I almost don't even want to describe it to you, Owen, because you need to rewatch this.
I've seen this movie so many times. Though.
He like messes up acting, and then goes into like his trailer, and he's like all pissed at himself and starts like throwing shit against the wall.
Fuck, and he's like, maybe you're right, Kevin. Maybe I gotta just rewatch this. I don't recall that scene at all.
Oh, it's like I feel like it's made its rounds on Twitter a bunch.
I see it all the time. People say it was all improvised. So
that's what they always say when you got a really good scene.
You know what? Speaking
of
all
improvised,
Quentin Tarantino, I listened to him on Joe Rogan like a little bit ago. Yeah, did you listen to it?
I think I saw some clips. Or I saw a bunch of clips of him recently.
He was with the guy that helped write, I think, Pulp Fiction. And he grew up with this guy, worked at the video store, and they're like talking, and then this guy talks about how his friend had some sort of incident, and he didn't work for a while, and how he like doesn't trust the government and all this sort of stuff. They never really mentioned what it was. And then I looked it up, and the guy had a DUI and committed manslaughter and was in jail for like 3 years. So it was just a weird, and he was out and like kind of talking about movies, and like you could tell like that really fucked him up. Obviously,
Quentin Tarantino.
No, his like friend he grew up with and
Okay.
wrote a movie with, but they just talk about movies you've never heard of. Every single movie.
Well, I have a great transition from that. Have you guys heard of Werner Herzog?
Is it the guy that writes
very famous director?
No.
Wait.
I know the.
It sounds familiar.
The ginger ale.
Werner's. Let me look him up really quick. I think he's mostly famous for documentaries. Grizzly Man.
Oh yeah,
I love that documentary. I'm a big bear guy, so.
Yeah, well, I watched a movie. Like, so this guy's a pretty renowned director. Like, I'd say he's probably up there with Quentin Tarantino in like the top 10. I had never seen any of his stuff just because I don't watch a lot of documentaries. It looks like he does a lot more, but I watched this movie. I just finished it last night, but I started it over the weekend. It's called The Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. And it's Nick
Sounds
Cage.
like a CBS show.
And that's what made it. That's why I was away from it for so long. It does. It sounds like a ridiculous like NCIS Miami Origins type thing. It sounds, and I think that's kind of the point. Like it's supposed to be like kind of doesn't take itself too seriously. And one of my basketball friends recommended that I actually watch it. So I finally bit the bullet and watched it the other night because I know this guy's like a legit director. And I'm giving it. I think I gave it a 9 out of 10. Blew my mind how good it was.
Really? I think you're into action movies. That's what I've come to realize with Monkey Man. You like action.
I'm into the dopamine rush movies a little bit. This movie reminded me a lot of Uncut Gems. My elevator pitch on it that I think you both will really, really like it. It's set in post New Orleans, what was that hurricane? Katrina, New Orleans, like 2009. And it's about this detective who's trying to solve like the case of his life while also simultaneously being addicted to drugs. So he's just like constantly trying to score while also trying to solve this case. And it's Nick Cage, Evan Mendez,
Is it a murder case?
Michael Shannon. Yeah, it's so good.
Okay, I'm in. I like murder mysteries.
I like the trouble detective movies too. Like it's so much like Uncut Gems. Highly recommend it. I knew Dennis would be sold. Oh, and are you sold yet, or do I need more? I know you guys aren't big Nick Cage guys, right?
Nick Cage, yeah, he turns me off from stuff. That's when you first sent it. I thought it was a joke, kind of. It being from 2009, I've never even heard of this, but it has decent ratings on Letterboxd too.
It's aged almost really well.
4 stars.
That is crazy. I've never heard it. It's from 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
I've never heard anyone ever recommend that movie.
Where can I watch this? Don't tell me it's on Peacock.
I think I watched it on Prime.
Okay, I can handle that.
I'm trying to think. There was a couple. There's a lot of good actors in it too. Just watch it. I think you'll really, really like it.
Okay.
Wait, I don't have the topics for today, so I gotta get back up.
I have. Do you want me to start?
Yeah, go for it. Oh yeah, Dennis.
Okay. So y'all heard about?
You guys got it down. The transition king.
Y'all heard about this, right? I got. You guys heard about the LA fires, right?
Oh,
obviously. Yes. Yeah, Kevin, you have family there. Is everyone okay?
Dennis? This is how I would have transitioned it. I would have gone.
Let him go, Kevin. Let him go.
I would have gone speaking of Katrina, like there's another natural disaster affecting the planet in LA right now. That's what I would have said.
That is fine.
I mean, maybe you should have said it then. You threw it to me. Yeah. Speaking of Katrina, there's something else going on in LA right now. Kevin, you have family there. Is everyone okay? Were they affected at all?
They're not even doing like the whole like we're safe spiel.
That's good.
They're not even I think they sent one picture of like a friend, but like nothing, like nobody's like fake checking in on them because they're so far removed from that part of LA.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not really in the danger zone.
Yeah, I was up in Seattle checking in on Facebook. Just FYI, I'm safe in Seattle.
Okay, thank God. Thank God.
I need to make it about me somehow.
Yeah. Well, have you guys seen like the celebrities that have been affected by it? I have a list, and I want to go through the list, and I want you to say whether that this is their primary home or they have more than one home.
For the record, I would like to go out there on limb that we take this very seriously. We're only making light of this to ease everybody's tension during this time. difficult time.
Yeah. So I will name.
Wait, Dennis, are you drinking?
Huh?
Are you drinking?
He's not doing.
Yeah,
sober.
I don't do.
Oh, damn.
Remember, his dad has a friend that had really bad liver damage, so it doesn't matter anyway. It's basically how he sold it.
I don't do that. I don't do that shit.
He went to the doctor in February and he had bad liver, so why not keep drinking?
Yeah. He was obsessed with dry Jan. He was like the first guy I knew that did dry January, and now he can't drink at all. So
right, that month probably kind of fucked up his tolerance. So he needs to keep. Yeah, okay.
He does a lot of weed now, I guess.
Good.
All right. So actually, I'm just gonna name what this person's famous for and their net worth, and you gotta tell me who it is.
And
wait,
did these
are
people
we guessing primary home or secondary?
Okay, what's a better game? Because I've been debating.
Primary.
It's like how effective this person actually is. Like, is this?
I wonder if they're doomed.
Oh yeah, doomed.
No, I want to know. We're both bad.
So we have to guess the person and guess how.
No, what's a better game? Because we could play either. You pick. Dealer's choice or user's choice.
I want to guess how doomed they are.
Okay. All right.
What does that mean, though?
Basically, how fucked they are that they lost their home.
Secondary home or primary home?
Yeah. Like,
what are the rules?
Okay.
How fucked they are?
I'm gonna name I'm gonna name the person. I have their net worth in front of me.
Okay.
And you tell me how fucked they are based on what you think the cost of the house was.
Oh,
was this like was this their primary home?
I like this.
They don't have houses all over the country.
Yeah, I like.
And how do you win?
How fucked they are. If you get that they are fucked because we know that's their primary, then you get.
But I don't know that answer. I know their net worth.
Let's just roll it. Let's just roll with it. Just start naming some stuff.
I'll start naming game. First person.
You've been talking about this game for a few days too. Not a lot of work on it. Yeah, I think that you
I switched back to the screen and Kevin's doing a lot of blinking, which is not good. First person. He was in Schitt's Creek.
Okay.
American Pie.
Eugene Levy. And,
Eugene Levy. Yes.
And now I guess
how fucked was he?
Not that fucked.
You don't think that fucked?
Eugene Levy's very fucked.
You think he has multiple homes?
Yes, he's Canadian. I guarantee he has a home in Canada somewhere.
I think,
and he has a lot of money.
Two homes is not like depends on those homes. So like he can have like a vacation smaller one, but it's like he's not gonna live there. He'll be there for a little bit. He's fucked because he lost a large sum of money.
Only way he's fucked if
over $10 million gone.
Did he lose any of his eyebrows?
They got singed.
He needs to lose a little bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of tokens, that guy's only known for his eyebrows.
That's why you need one.
Was he fucked or not fucked?
All right, his net worth is $30 million. I don't think he was fucked. He's definitely.
So I'm down to Dennis's gut.
It's just his net worth. Did he even have a house there?
Yeah, he has a house there.
Okay.
I don't know if he has a second home.
So what was the amount of the house that burnt down?
No clue. I just know his net worth is $30 million. He didn't have a $30 million house.
No, but he could have a $10-20 million house.
No,
he wasn't fucked. You think about most people, a lot of people have a more expensive house than their actual net worth, too.
That's true.
Just not celebrities, but like the average person.
Kevin, you've lived in Los Angeles. This area, what do you think the average house cost is?
I don't know.
It's between like 5 to 10 million. Probably like
I lived there for a year and a half and I rented. Like I didn't even look at a house, let alone like
10 million.
You didn't like walk up to a house in this neighborhood and be like, one day I'll be there.
One time I went.
This is my dream.
One time I went on a house tour with my sister and it was hell. So no, nothing.
Well, you can't say hell about that area right now. It's burning like hell.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we don't know how.
So I won that one.
Real answer.
All right.
Was it Eugene Levy? Is his name?
Yes.
Levy
You've never heard of him?
I couldn't think of his name. Destroyed.
He definitely has a home in Toronto.
Houses.
All right, Dennis, give us the next one.
All right, I'll give you the next one. Jennifer Love Hewitt. What do you think? Pretty famous a long time ago.
So we don't have to guess the celebrity anymore.
Oh. No.
Okay. I would guess she's pretty fucked. She has not.
Eugene Levy's house was only $4 million. Not fucked.
Yeah, he's not fucked. Dude, I
was
think
such easy research, Dennis. You didn't look this up.
I pasted an article from some first internet search into ChatGPT.
Jennifer Love Hewitt is not fucked. She has not.
What do you think her net worth is?
Not that much. She had a nice little run
Jennifer
in the
Love
90s, but then she had like a couple Ghost Whisperer show. I would guess her net worth is $6 million.
I have to remember who this one is. Oh, I don't even remember what she looks like.
For sure, Owen would know.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
I know you did last summer.
She's
Ghost Whisperer.
She's fucked. She's net worth of like 10 million, maybe.
I said
her house was more than half of that, or like half.
You guys are wrong. She's worth 22 million.
Why?
We can't figure that out yet. We got my team working on it, but we're trying to crack it.
Yeah, just keep us posted on what they say.
All right. Her house was $6 million.
Okay.
All right. How about this person? I'm hoping Owen knows who this is.
I knew that name. I just can't put a face in it.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I know Mel Gibson. He's not fucked. He's not totally fine.
He's Mel Gibson's 100% fine.
How much do you think he's worth?
220 million.
Why?
Because he played Jesus, didn't he?
He did. I would guess
directed it.
85 million.
Gibson. Oh, I was about to look up Mel Gibson net worth. I did
85 million.
But he's
425 million.
Jesus.
Okay, so I was
he is a megastar.
Off.
Yeah.
Not that fucked, huh?
No, not fucked.
All right. Do you want to see the most fucked person on this list, according to wherever I got this from?
So is the game over?
Yeah. I'm ending it.
Okay. Is it Spencer Pratt?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But is he fucked anymore though?
No. Have you been following this, Dennis?
No. What happened?
He became like famous again because he went on TikTok right after his house burnt down, and everybody started following him because he's been doing these great rants about it. And he's now got everybody streaming Heidi Montag, his wife's like songs on Spotify.
#1 album out right now. On
I
iTunes,
saw that she was #1, the first #1 album and #1 song.
Yes, because he went viral after his house burnt down, talking about like how fucked he was basically, and he was actually specifically saying like how bullshit those net worth sites are. Because he's like, back when I was like rich from the hills, everybody was saying I was broke. Now that I'm broke, everybody's saying I'm rich celebrity who can like afford to have a house burnt down. He's like, these net worth things don't mean anything.
I saw Mel Gibson totally fucked then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I saw a video of him. He's kind of gaining a little weight.
Yeah, he looks great clip, guys, coming in.
I thought he's entertaining.
He looked way worse than he used to. I mean, I get it when you age, but he looks. I mean, he's got all of his hair, and that's got what he's got.
But he's chubby.
He is a little chubby.
He's still a Cleveland 10. Like I'm not. I mean, just based on his look, he's chubby, but he's
like
not
a Southern California bro that is like in his 40s.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's still married. They got married in the show, or what? I'm surprised he's still married to.
Yeah, they've been together for a long time. He's 41.
They must actually love each other.
They must.
They must just have a working relationship.
Yeah, but he's gained some weight.
Yeah,
I would never do.
Yeah, he doesn't look that bad though. He probably gained since the show when he was in his 20s, he maybe gained like 20 pounds total.
Yeah,
which it's not bad.
I respect
Heidi Montag look like? Didn't she go crazy and get a bunch of plastic surgery?
Oh my god! So speaking of that, just take on women's looks, but it is the show. What's it called that I've been watching? Fuck, forgot the name of the show.
Shrinking?
Shrinking, yeah.
I love when I get it.
The show Shrinking. The one lady in it, her face doesn't even move from the Botox.
The girl from Scrubs, right?
Yeah, from Scrubs. Like, it is every scene she's in, I just can't stop looking at how little her face moves. It's just filled with Botox. Like, she would just look so much better without all the Botox.
Krista Miller. But yeah, she does look terrible. And are they like acknowledging it in the show at all, or is it just supposed to be like you ignore it?
And she plays the same character in every show. I was a big what was the one?
Scrubs or Cougar Town.
Yeah, Cougar Town. I like Cougar Town. I like Scrubs.
Hold on.
But you never watched Ted Lasso?
No.
It's by the same guy.
Yeah, but I just couldn't get into the whole soccer thing.
Did you smoke that pen? Did you hit that pen before you got out here?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, I think you're having a little bit of lapse of memory right now.
I just want to talk about the Robbie Williams movie really quick. How on your radar is this movie? It's been on mine for like 6 months since I saw the first trailer.
Is the Robbie Williams movie the monkey movie, or is it? Yeah. Okay.
I remember,
and that isn't Monkey Man.
No.
Okay. And Robbie Williams is different than Robin Williams. Yes.
Yes,
dude.
Owen.
Hold on. I thought this was one Monkey Man. Second, I thought that they were having this as Monkey Man, but they had the monkey play Robin Williams because Robin Williams was really hairy. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, why would they do that to him? I thought it was like a biopic, but they played a monkey for it. So,
and I'm
so lost.
I thought it had to do with Robin Williams too, like a few months ago when I heard about it. And then recently I've heard just how bad the movie's doing based on that he's a huge in England. Like everyone knows who he is, but here not one person knows what he is.
I've never heard of this guy before in my life.
I went to his Spotify. I'm like, I'll listen to his top songs. Haven't heard one of them ever. And I'm not a big fan of them.
Wow. You heard it here first. Dennis is out on Robbie Williams. So I did a lot of research recently because I saw the trailer like 6 months ago while I was waiting for a movie at the theater. Might have very well been Monkey Man.
It's so confusing.
Yeah. But while they showed the trailer and I'm like, what is this fucking biopic where the main character is a monkey, but everybody else is an actor? I'm like, what is this stupid movie coming out? But now it just resurfaced because it just came out. And I guess it's actually kind of a clever concept. And I heard the movie's not that bad or pretty good even. The concept is like as an entertainer, he's felt like a monkey his whole life, just like people telling him what to do. And to give you more background on Robbie Williams, he was basically in the UK version of like the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC. He's basically their Justin Timberlake, but there was just never any popularity overseas, at least in the US.
They need to stop it with all these monkey movies. They have the Planet of the Apes. Then they have Monkey Man. Now they have this.
Monkey Man has nothing to do with monkeys.
Dude, I just Googled it. The first thing that comes up is some monkey stuff. There's a lot of monkey business going on.
They also have like a new
the guy in a fucking monkey mask, like in a boxing ring or something.
Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. He does wear a monkey mask.
They need to fucking stop. What is it? Like, people don't like monkeys that much that we have to make all these movies for it. Move on to a different animal.
Remember the documentary Chimp Crazy? Did you ever watch that? That just came out this year too.
Fuck. Stop it. Why is that?
There's also a new Kong and like Godzilla movie every freaking week. I don't understand.
That is true. Kongzilla.
What would you rather if someone had to pay you $20 and wait, no.
Okay.
No,
probably not a lot to get that money.
If you had to pay someone $20 and you had to go see a movie, what would you pick?
Walk me through this. So I'm paying somebody $20 out of pocket.
Then I pick what movie you want to see.
I have to go see a movie, and then I have to pay for the movie too.
No, that covers movie, popcorn.
I understand.
So, well, I don't eat popcorn, so.
If I had to pay somebody $20 for me to go see a movie, I'd go see Nosferatu. I guess see a movie.
It's either Kong or Godzilla. What movie are you watching?
Why am I paying somebody $20? Shouldn't they be paying me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, but what would you see? What do you
Kong
choose?
Or Godzilla?
Yeah.
Godzilla.
I guess the question is, who do you like better?
Yeah. I think I would go Godzilla.
Honestly, probably. Oh God, that's actually a good question because It's
I
the
hate
same
both
movie.
of them. Yeah.
I don't like either of them, but probably honestly the monkey movie.
That Godzilla movie that came out last year is supposed to be like incredible.
Year one or something.
Yeah, the Godzilla 1 or something.
Oh,
where
yeah.
It's more about like international conflict and like how Godzilla is a result of like the nuclear bomb. I might have to go back and watch that. Let's continue. Oh, and I did watch the first episode of The Landman today.
Ooh, and what are your thoughts?
I like it. It just seems way more relatable than Yellowstone, which I could never get into.
Okay.
Is it because of the acting?
It's just they're not leaning into like the ranch boy thing. It's more kind of. I mean, granted,
we got oil boys here.
But Billy Bob just seems like he could be working in like he could be working in Iowa. He could be working in Ohio.
Yeah.
Like
what a stupid name.
I was thinking about that too. Like how
Billy Bob Thornton.
We've just gotten used to saying that for like 20 years.
That's not do you think it's his real name?
I don't know.
Why would he change it to Billy Bob Thornton? The world would be better off with him. I don't like him as an actor. I cannot stand the way that he looks. I don't know. His haircut is so weird, where it like kind of flops over, and that's how he looked in Fargo too. He's difficult for me to look at, especially now. If you see him like on the red carpet or something like that, he has a stupid fucking.
Okay.
But Billy Bob has a stupid like bandana on. Kind of like what Dennis has going on right now.
Yeah, and what an idiot! He dresses like such an asshole. He
has a bandana on that has like a little hoop like earring thing with a fucking the fedora on top. I can't stand the guy.
Are you guys not appreciating that clip there? That it's us talking about how stupid somebody looks. I'm wearing an Ethernet cable.
We got it. We just moved past it. We want the viewers to let us know how dumb we look.
Okay,
so that's a perfect clip. But I wouldn't say. You think it's more relatable than the other one? I guess neither are relatable to me. The first episode was difficult because it was so ridiculous. But then after you accept the ridiculousness, it's a pretty good show.
Yeah, I think it's just I like Billy Bob Thornton, and it's at least an actor I know. Like none of the other people. I don't like Kevin Costner. I don't know.
His full name is William Robert Thornton.
Okay, so Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, but William Robert is so much classier.
Everyone named Bill, their first name is William.
I know one kid, and so do you, whose first name.
It also probably
went by Will. His name was William.
Yeah, and he went by Will.
Wait, I have a question.
I'm saying everyone that goes by Bill, their real name is William.
Okay, I have a question for you guys.
Go by Will.
Yeah.
So I think that he leaned into the Billy Bob thing because his first role I would assume is that one with the French fried potatoes.
Oh yeah.
The what?
French fried potatoes. Sling Blade, where he plays kind of like a dumb guy, dumb hick. But I'm curious.
Are you allowed to say dumb?
I don't know. I'm scared.
You could say dumb.
But I'm wondering, like, what was the movie? Like, he's a household name. I don't know if it's just because of his presence or his literal name. But like, what movie do you guys associate him with?
Angelina Jolie.
I associate Billy Bob Thornton with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, I think that's why he's so famous.
But he doesn't have like some Fast and the Furious type franchise that like people attach him to. Which is kind of fascinating.
He just has that riz.
I guess he's got Bad Santa movies, Tombstone, Monsters Ball. I've seen scenes from that.
Something about him is clearly appealing to people because he gets casted for weird shit. Like right now, he's supposed to be like this hot oil guy.
Monsters Ball.
That has like an attractive wife. And it makes no fucking sense because he's ugly as hell. And he's weird.
He has a really interesting, like he was in Armageddon, which is probably his most.
Oh, yeah.
Tombstone was huge too. But yeah, really not like anything that's like something you'd have on a DVD on your shelf. Okay.
How fucked is Billy Bob Thornton? Fucked or not fucked?
Did his house burn down?
I don't know.
Wait, so Owen, what are you? So you
45 million net worth.
What did you want to say about The Landman?
I was wondering. Well, I'm glad that you started watching it at least. I don't think it's as good as Yellowstone though, and a lot of people really like it. It is literally a fucking soap opera.
That's how Yellowstone is.
Bad acting. Yellowstone's just different.
It's like every fucking episode was like the most crazy thing.
Yeah, but
That's
you're
what I didn't
running
like
a
about
ranch.
Yellowstone.
I feel like that seems, I don't know. I guess
Really,
this
you're getting
seems real too.
shot. Bombs are blowing up. Like,
dude, people want the land. People want the land.
I guarantee that never happens.
I don't know. I feel like every show is a soap opera.
Here's the thing: Montana's prettier than Texas, so it's like you get the nature aspect of it, and you're like, "Ooh, this is really nice." And the lifestyle of riding horses, and it's a real simple life versus running an oil rig and people fucking dying and stuff in really hot Texas weather in the desert where you have to drive to everything, and everything is like big suburb areas. Not for me. The house that they live in is just this what's it called? McMansion in this ugly area. So there's no appeal to that lifestyle for me.
In Yellowstone, who is your favorite, like the best character? Your favorite character?
I've only seen 5 episodes, and I think I liked Casey.
Rip and Casey are definitely the best. And
which
then
one's Rip?
I like Costner. Kevin Costner's great.
Yeah, but none of them, they're all kind of just like so moody. That's what I don't like about them.
I'm a moody guy, so I could relate.
Not me. Straight as an arrow.
Yeah, look at the Instagram comments. Anyone that coming from the feelings is Dennis.
Yet you watched.
So for the people that are listening, if you don't follow us, you should follow us on all the platforms at Pick Freaks. You can do it on everything. We recently had a video that went semi-viral that got over 100,000 views with about 70 different comments because Dennis called Demi Moore the old lady rather than just saying her name in a clip.
The old woman.
I have a comment. No,
woman.
In his defense, he even called her the older woman in The Substance, which in contrast to Margaret Qualley, she is definitely the older of those.
And the whole movie's about being older.
Yes.
Okay. So here we go. This is what's happening. Dennis has said in this clip, the older woman, and every comment is, really? That's Demi Moore. You idiots. And it's the same comment, but then some of us are calling out. Some of the people are calling out saying mean things like Dennis has a receding hairline, which he definitely doesn't. You can't look at him right now. He looks totally fine.
My whole thing was I was the least baldest guy in the show, and I'm getting attacked here.
Is. Yeah. Luckily, fucking God, I was wearing a hat because I would have been toast. Kevin's lucky because he just gets rid of all of it.
Yeah.
So at first, I thought that there was no way they were talking about Dennis, and I reread the comment, and they said he and Dennis is the one talking.
My hair, I guess, was a little slicked back that day.
So Dennis has been a very sensitive guy, and I think we need him to log off of the comments because anytime we get criticized about anything, Dennis is first to come to our defense in like a very defensive way that shows that it's clearly affecting him.
There were a couple indirectly flattering comments where they're like, these Gen Z idiots have no idea what they're talking about. We're like, okay, cool, I'll take Gen Z. And then another one was like, these 20-somethings are hopeless. I'm like, sick.
Yeah, losing your hair in your 20s. I'm like, oh, actually, we're all in our mid-30s. So
I responded to that.
Shout out to those people. And we had over 300 likes, which that's more than the comments that were rude.
Yeah, and we certainly got ratioed, though, because 71 comments to 300 likes is really bad, right?
No, Instagram, you don't get that many. There's not that many likes that come across with it. Well, at least in our case.
Yeah. My sample size is us.
Yeah. We get a lot of views sometimes and not a lot of likes. So
most accounts have like around 90 followers.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I'll watch a video that I like and it's got probably 1 million views, but thousands of likes.
Mm-hmm. We're not the like guy. Yeah. We're here for just controversial content, and I like that. I like that angle.
Dennis is not built for the comment section.
No.
I find myself having a hard time sometimes where I'm like, fuck you, man. But then I have to just let it go. Like the last guy said, what the fuck are you idiots? And I just responded, 3 cute guys trying to have fun. So if he's going to keep being mad at that, then that's on him. So maybe he'll check himself.
They've really only come after your guys' hairline, so I haven't had that much of a hit because I'm just straight up bald. So that one didn't hurt as much.
Yeah, you would think. I guess having a bad hairline is worse than being bald.
Yeah, I guess it's
not
true.
according to Too Hot to Handle.
Oh yeah.
But Dennis, we need to address your hairline. You don't have a receding hairline.
Yeah, yours
I think
is
you
pretty
just
good.
have always
Thanks,
had a
guys.
widow's peak, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, so you just have a widow's peak. That is strictly it. I don't have a widow's peak. I literally have a receding hairline. And I've started to do some research. I've always been worried to use Rogaine because you have to use it for the rest of your life. When you stop using it, it falls out. But then there's the other one that you can use, and I don't know what the other. There's like 2 specific drugs. One is Rogaine, or the main ingredient is Rogaine, but then there's another one, but it hurts with erectile dysfunction and some other issues. So I'm going to avoid doing that one too. But
do you mind if I correct you? They both are the same way. Like I've done so much research on this. So Propecia is the other one you're thinking of. It's the oral medicine. It's a pill.
Propecia.
The disease you get.
No, that's alopecia.
Oh.
So there's Rogaine, which I don't know what the chemical name is or what the drug name is, but that's the topical treatment. And that helps regrow hair. But you have to mix it with Propecia, which is like a pill or like an oral treatment.
Minoxidil.
That's
Rogaine. Is Rogaine. That one that I hear that you have to keep using it. That one I thought didn't have those.
No, so yeah, that one
it
has the same. It's the same thing as Ozempic. The second you stop, you're gonna lose all your hair. So like once you start it, you have to go forever.
Yeah,
with both of those.
But no wiener problems, right?
No, Propecia is basically a testosterone blocker, so it fucks you up.
That's why I was like, I'm not going to do that other one because I'm all fucked up. I can't be having issues like that.
I'm already effeminate enough. I don't need anything else killing my teeth.
Yeah.
Grow some tits.
Yeah. No, I think just embrace the bald.
Yeah. So penis problems. I think Dennis has that covered currently.
Oh, I was gonna say we should go into your cold plunge. That causes...
There's also some penis problems
there
too.
Lots of penis talk. Who wants to go first?
I could go.
Go ahead, Owen.
I very unfortunately think that I really like cold plunges.
Oh,
I can see myself liking them too.
I've been avoiding doing it because I think they're so douchey. But
yeah,
I did it wrong, but I felt like I had great results. So I filled my bathtub up. And I filled it up too full. So when I got in, I had water. Water was flying all over the place, and then my knees were sticking out. So it wasn't the best example.
Did you put ice in it?
No, but it was cold enough. Like it's cold enough outside that the water is freezing, going through the pipes. Yeah. So, but then after I felt honestly like a ton of energy. I felt really I really enjoyed it.
I've read some stuff about this, and by read I mean I watched a TikTok of someone saying this.
Very educated. Go
on. They say that
her name is Demi Moore.
Oh yeah. They say cold plunge basically ages you so quickly because your body gets so stressed out because it thinks you're dying from going in this cold water.
Who's they?
Huh?
Who's they? Who are these people saying that it ages you?
Them TikToks. they them's on TikTok.
The non-binary crew on TikTok is saying that cold plunge not good, actually bad for you because it ages.
Yeah, maybe for the day to day. Okay, yeah, you get some energy from it. You're feeling great, but I think it ages you, is what they say.
If they say it, it's got to be true. I agree with you, Owen. Though I like a cold. Like I never done I would never buy a thing like one of those backyard things. But like I love jumping into a cold pool when it's hot, or if I just worked out or something. It's a great way to like just get the muscles back and wake up really quick.
So recently I just took some Benadryl, and I in the morning I woke up and I'm like, holy. When's the last time you took like a Benadryl or like something like that?
Messes you up, man.
Yeah, you're fucked up. Your brain is just so fucked up. And so I went to Reddit and said how to cure this. And they said, take the coldest shower you can take. So I did it, and I couldn't breathe. So in the cold plunge, I feel like you can't probably breathe. I couldn't breathe in the shower. I felt like I was losing my breath. It was
That's
so
the
cold.
whole point. It lowers your heart rate by basically freezing it. So it calms you down. That's why it's nice.
And it sort of worked for this Benadryl thing.
I bet it did.
I took cold showers for a period of like 4 months in my life at one point, like only cold showers.
Why?
Because there's a whole religion of it on Reddit and the internet, just like how it's like a military discipline tactic. Like you make your bed in the morning, you take a cold shower, it like gets you.
You salute the flag.
It's like if you face. I think the concept is like if you can face that in the morning, you're ready for the world.
You
like,
can face anything, man.
Exactly. It's like a very like influencer.
Was your life better doing that?
No, I mean it did feel nice after you got out and like your skin felt great, but my penis was always smaller. Like it was like nonstop. It just like shrunk for like 4 months.
Oh, perpetually shrunk.
Like it was just always a little bit smaller. Like I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but maybe I was in my head, but it just always felt smaller for the rest of the day.
Speaking of that, can I go into my vasectomy story?
Yeah, no, that's all I have on my small penis. Continue.
Do you have anything else in cold plunge, Owen?
I think I'm going to get into them. I'm never going to buy one of those baths, but I might start going maybe to the Sound and going swimming in that.
Yeah, becoming one of those cold. That would be great. I think I'd support
nature's cold plunge, baby.
That does sound good.
Yeah.
Speaking of cold plunging, small penis. So I had my vasectomy, and so with that, this is like the first procedure I can remember where you have to have your penis out basically in front of someone. And so before the guy came in, it was a little cold in the room, and I'm like, I can't just come. So I try to fluff it up a little bit, just so the doctor's not like, all right, we can't operate on a micro penis. Like,
you're clearly not fit for this surgery.
Yeah. We're gonna need to transfer him to the children's hospital. We don't have the tools. We don't have the tools.
Yeah. But it's just not a good look when you're laying on your back and like it's kind of cold.
Oh, and I like the concept of a children's. I'm not ready. I'm never having kids. Continue.
So yeah, the doctor came in. He came in playing music, and then he's basically like he's done 3,000 of these. So like to him, it's nothing, which made me feel a little more comfortable because it's like he's probably seen so many penises in his life that
closes.
Yeah, but it could have gone really south. Like, whoa!
Yeah, I closed my eyes and I cut.
Yeah.
Smallest one I've ever seen, and then you're like,
what? But yeah, it was really weird because you're just talking to this guy and your whole dick's out the entire time. But yeah,
the entire time is that?
Yes,
and that's necessary. You guys just shooting the shit?
And then he put my underwear on for me, which is very strange.
Wait, really?
That dude, fuck no. I would never let someone else, another man.
I was laying on my back. I was laying on my back, and he put my underwear on.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then we were talking about music, and while my penis was out, I showed him my Modest Mouse tattoo.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Dude.
Was he like doing anything while your penis was out and you were talking? Like, was he messing with tools or writing something down or just kind of talking and shooting the shit?
This was like near the end. We kind of talked a little bit longer. And while it was out.
Hold on. Do you think he pulled your underwear up because he was worried that you were never going to pull him up? And he's like, dude, this guy's showing me his tattoo with his pants.
Pull the sheet down.
Like, dude, pull these fucking pants up.
I just got what you're saying. He's like just like looking for the paperwork at the end, and Dennis still has his pants.
Pull him up, big guy.
He's like, yeah, you can. I don't need to see those anymore.
That's what it kind of felt like, because I'm like, how long do we do this small talk for before I'm covered up here? It was very strange to be so comfortable with your pants down in front of a stranger.
Yeah, I think there's something that turns in your mind where you're like, these are just doctors. So you're like, doctors, you could do anything.
Yeah.
And you won't be judged.
Did they, this dumb question, but are you out for that surgery or are you awake?
No, you're awake and they stick like a big needle. That's the worst part. The numbing.
Oh, wow.
Into it.
Where's the needle go?
Into your ball sack.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Kind of like Novocaine then.
And then you feel it shoot up like all the way up your thigh, like to your gut.
Ooh, what kind of sounds cool?
No.
And then he like did it so quick. I like within 30 seconds. He cut it open, cut it out. And I'm like, "You're already done with that?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Can I see it?" And he showed it to me. And it's like a little spaghetti noodle, like that big.
Wait, what?
Size of like
your dick
a penny.
or the...
No. Yeah, he accidentally cut off my dick. I'm like, "Can I see it?" Can't see it over my big gut. So
I wait. Have you guys ever gone down a wormhole of watching surgery videos on YouTube? I do. No. I watch surgery videos on YouTube. My favorite one is watching the gynecomastia surgery.
Okay, is that because you get to see some puss?
No, gynecomastia is like man tits. It's just like you have. Yeah.
That's what Owen calls puss.
Well, I thought gyno is gynecology, so I thought I was being smart. I was like, I don't need to ask a question what kind of doctor this guy is.
It's fascinating to watch. I recommend that wormhole sometime. Just to watch how like messy they are with like the knives when they're cutting your skin. It's like so like stretch. It's like watching somebody like try to cut through like not Laffy Taffy. What's the silly putty? Like they're just so loose and free with it, and it's crazy.
It is crazy. Just like I've watched a lot of Max's 600-pound life, and they basically are doing that, and just how rough they are with everything, and they're just
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
they know exactly what to do. They're not like going slow because they're like, I gotta fucking open this up.
I got
and, like,
fucking work to do. I'm trying to get home by dinner time. I gotta cut this fat out.
You're right. They are so rough with it, and I think you just have to be like. It's like almost like what I remember like watching the guy sweat like trying to do it. Sometimes they'll just like stick their hand. That's got to be where
most of the fucking pain comes from, is because they just reorganize your whole body doing that.
It's not a pretty sight. Like the first day, I'm like, this is not too bad, and the next day, I'm like, holy shit. And then third day was even worse.
Yeah. So what are they looking like now? They cover.
Just looks like someone beat the shit out of it, like a punching bag, black and blue.
It hasn't gotten any better.
No.
And pain, where are you at right now?
Pain has like always been like a 1 or 2.
Wait,
like nothing.
Okay, I was gonna say we need to get that one smiley or angry chart that they have at doctors to say what kind of pain you're in.
Yeah, I'm like a 2, maybe 1.
Okay, so like a kind of smile, but like, ooh,
yeah,
hurts just a little.
I have a semi-related question I want to ask you guys. And by semi-related, completely forced. So I'm training for this marathon in March, and I haven't trained in the winter in a long time. So I've been having to do a lot of treadmill runs. Like this Saturday, I had to run 14 miles at Planet Fitness, and it's becoming brutal just trying to entertain myself while like doing this. I had to listen to like 2 full podcasts and switch treadmill every 5 miles. And I'm just curious, if you guys are in this situation, how would you entertain yourself running 15 plus miles at the gym?
Did you just say you had to change treadmills every couple miles? Or
because the treadmills automatically reset. They only like limit you to an hour on there. Also, it's just like I want to like fresh scenery. I don't want to be staring at the exact same
fresh scenery. You go from one window to the next one. Right.
Trust me, it can make a big difference at Planet Fitness. Like if you're locked into one machine, you're like seeing the same type of person.
Okay, so the fat girl in front of you, you don't want to be looking at her anymore. You want to look at the.
Or you can either be watching like a cardio section or a muscly section or like the weight rats. Like they're very different scenes.
So you go like 20 treadmills over. You're not going right next to the one right next to you.
Like I'll try to hop at least like 6 treadmills over.
Okay.
If I was on a so when I did train for the half marathon, I'd listen to podcasts, but on a treadmill, I'd probably have like some TV show on and just like be
on your phone.
Yeah, on my phone, and just have it there.
I don't know. I feel like that would be so bad for running posture because you'd like have to be like.
But something I don't need to like really watch the screen. Just occasionally glance at.
You know what? Next run, I feel like I'm just gonna like pull up episodes of Seinfeld, like just something I've seen, like a comfort thing that I can just.
You've seen it already. You know what's gonna happen, so it's just like laughing the jokes.
That's good, yeah. Because I thought about like getting an iPad and watching a movie, but a movie would be too invested. I just need like comfort food in that situation. Okay, I like that. Thank you, Dennis. This has been helpful. Owen, what would you do?
I would be fine listening to a podcast the whole time or listening to music.
For 2 hours?
2 hours is a long time, I guess.
That's a long time. Like,
I don't know. The Acquired podcast, those are like 4-hour long podcasts.
Oh, that's another
so
good
I would
one.
listen to that whole entire thing. You just got to
I
find
might
a
do that
really
on a-
good, long, interesting one that you're not going to lose focus on.
That's a good one. I'll check out Acquired too. Wow, this has been really helpful. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
We're
You might
pro
get me through-
treadmill runners.
Yeah.
The only thing is, does that fuck up your pace? Because when it's like, I mean, or do you? I mean, it's a treadmill. You could set your pace, so you have to run that.
It's actually it's better for your pace because it forces you to like run at a pace that you know is going to translate. Like it's just like I want to run 6.5 miles an hour. It forces you to stick to whatever.
No.
But-
I was saying the podcast. Does that fuck up with your pace?
No, not really. I think
Okay.
I'm kind of, but I definitely, if I'm
Just
running
built
outside, I'll find that if I'm listening to a podcast outside, I will end up running slower than if I'm listening to some. But I wanted to say though, it also does fuck up your form though, because it's completely an unnatural running motion because you're like basically like just jumping, like lifting your legs up while the world runs by you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Different muscles.
It's like hitting golf balls off of a mat all year. Then you go to the actual course and you go swing.
Well,
different terrains.
I was thinking about a treadmill once. You put your foot.
One
Let's
time.
go into. All right, we're going into Dennis's treadmill corner.
Been thinking about this for a while. You put your foot down and the ground is automatically moving.
Mhm.
So it just like moves your foot back. And on Earth, on the ground, normal ground, you have to push your foot back. So it's like you're definitely not using some sort of muscle up there. Right?
Yeah, it's definitely a different muscle. You're almost using like the front of your leg muscles on a treadmill and the back to push yourself.
Compared to like your thighs, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wanted.
Yeah.
I had a note that I wrote to myself yesterday night. I want to know if this makes sense to you guys. In a world of infinite possibilities,
I love this movie.
In a world of infinite possibilities, are all works of fiction actually nonfiction? Does that make sense? Because like if imagine, I think this fucking Mary Jones thing is starting to kick in.
Don't.
I'm not going. Okay.
No, that does make sense, and I say yes.
Okay, right. Like even if everything's possible in an infinite timeline, then you.
But if everything's possible, what if there's a timeline where nothing's possible?
All right, that's too deep for me.
This is too deep. You guys have gone too much marijuana in the systems.
That might be it. Yeah, that might be it. All right. Oh, we'll finish you strong with your last topic, which was
my hair hanging over here. Long.
They're gonna be like, God, that guy's got some great hair over his headband.
Yeah.
Or Owen's topic.
No, we're definitely gonna get roasted for what we look like right now. They're gonna be like, his eye patch things aren't even in the right
and you cool to
spot.
wear that every week? People love it.
Are you gonna wear that every week?
Yeah, I could easily wear a headband.
It's a little douchey.
Okay.
Owen, douchey too.
Owen, you mentioned that you have memorable sayings or phrases that you repeat all the time.
Oh yeah. Okay. I do have a really good story, so that prompts this. Kevin, you're also involved in one of them, but I have two different ones that I want to go over. So over the summer, we took a train ride to Montana, and on the train ride during dinner, like we slept overnight, and you get full meals. So when it came to dinner time, you had to sit with random strangers. So me and Sarah sat across from this. Two ladies, one was from Chicago, this other lady was from the East Coast somewhere. And the one lady was an elder lady in like a Columbia fishing shirt, those button-up shirts.
Yeah.
She had like a short butch haircut, and she was talking about her husband. And I'm like, oh, this poor lady. She's clearly just a closeted lesbian taking the train ride. Taking train rides all over the place. It just is afraid to be her true self. But anyway, we were talking, and then we were asking like, oh, where are you from? And then she asked us where we're from. We said we're from Seattle, and she's like, oh, you know about downshifting then? And I'm like, excuse me, what? She's like, downshifting. don't you know about downshifted? I was like, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Is that like going down a hill in a car?
Yeah. So she's talking about every time you go down a hill, you downshift to the lower like gear, I guess, because it saves your brakes. And I look like an idiot, and I was like, I have no clue what you're talking about, lady. So now anytime I go down a hill, all I say is every single time I'm like, you know about downshifting, don't you? And I cannot stop thinking about it. I can't see a hill without saying, you know about downshifting.
I get exactly what you're talking about. It's like it's almost like an earworm, but it's like something that's triggered by an action that I have one specifically. I used to be on the dating apps, and there was one called a Hinge where it would be like, what's something like you're really good at would be the prompt, and then the person would fill it out. And one of the girls wrote like, I can empty a dishwasher, or like I'm the best, or I'm the best dishwasher loader.
Oh shit!
They said, yeah. She said like
oh, that's the easiest job.
No, it was like no. I think the prompt was like if I could. Fuck, I'm not doing a good job. But either way, she just basically claimed that like she's really good at loading a dishwasher. And now every time I load a dishwasher, I wonder what she does.
Okay.
That makes it so good.
Kevin, the reason I said, oh shit, is because I think all the time about putting together a game show where everyone has to load the dishwasher, but they all have the same dishes, they have the same dishwasher, and you got to figure out who does it the best, because everyone
that would be interesting.
Criticizes everyone else's loading of dishwashers and like, you're not that good, you're supposed to do this, and I want to fucking know what's the best way.
Right,
so like I think about that all the time. Like, how's the best way to load? I'm really fucking good at it lately, because that's all that's one of my main chores here at the house.
I always get in fights with Lisa because she'll load it up, and then I'll go in and I'm like, did you spin the thing? And the thing like beneath it, I'll spin it. It's hitting like this big plate that's in there. Okay. And I'm like, it doesn't clean when you do that. You have to spin it every time, I tell her.
Every time is a stretch. If you're putting something big down there, maybe every time you put something big down there, maybe you do a little quick spin check. But
no, because sometimes there's like a straw that's like up top that's stopping it.
Damn, I could not. You're like a quality control manager. Like, open it up. Let me see this. Fucking spinning the goddamn top.
Oh, and as much as I want to hear about your earworms, I think we've got to a much more interesting topic about loading the dishwasher. So I want to hear if you guys had one tip for like loading the dishwasher, what would it be? Do you have that on the back of your mind? Like, what's one like go-to move?
Yeah, cups do not go onto the prong like this. They go on the sides of the prong, and you line them up like this way.
Yeah.
Instead of putting a bunch like this, you want to do that. You free up so much more space, and you save the prongs for flat dish things or weirder small ones.
Right. So the prong should never insert the whole of a cup. No. It should always be around it. Okay, yeah. That's a good one, because I'm always back and forth on that. Sometimes the cup like naturally fits with the prongs.
I can send you a picture of what I got going on and the comparison of the two.
I feel like I always, if it's an empty dishwasher, I'm not putting in the prongs, but by the end of it, I'm like looking for any space.
Oh, yeah, the end is free game. You jam, you put wherever you can.
I have like a big bowl on top of a really small bowl. I'm like, those will somehow both get washed.
Yeah, you're like, this won't get washed, but it's going to do a better job than what I'm going to do right now, which is nothing. So just start it.
Okay, going back to Owen's game, I actually have a note for you. I don't think it's a game show. I think it's more like sneaker shopping. You ever seen like sneaker shopping where they like follow a celebrity into a store and watch them like buy a bunch of sneakers and they explain why they're buying the sneakers? It's just a series of like different people coming on and emptying it or loading a dishwasher and discussing all their methodologies for it. It's almost like an interview show, not a game show. Like, how do you load your dishwasher?
I want to see multiple people do it, and I need to find out who's the best. And
I think that's an interesting show.
I could have a spin-off show, Kevin. We could do both.
Okay, yeah. All right,
it would be a great like Squid Games challenge where it's completely full dishwasher and you have to get every dish in there, and if you don't, you're fucked.
A completely full sink and all of those fit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like
there's
you gotta
a best
fit it the exact way
Yeah.
Or
That's really fucking good.
Plate.
Let's resurface this after the thing. And I want to talk about this. We have lots of business ideas. But Dennis, do you have one tip for loading a dishwasher? I have one on the back burner if you want to think for a second.
Oh, mine was just spin the thing.
I had never thought about that before.
Yeah,
honestly.
Sometimes things are too big and your middle or your top row is not getting washed.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Well, mine isn't exactly like a tip. It's more like a factoid.
Just hit us with a.
Dude, this Mary Jones thing is starting to kick in right now. So bear with me.
I actually fucking hate when people do that.
I was sorry. I was watching the Chucky TV show that came out like 2 or 3 years ago.
Dude, what?
So you were just trying to say Chucky, not Chi.
No, I just let me get through this. Okay. I was watching that Chucky TV show that came out like 2 or 3 years ago. And in one of the scenes, a person is killed because they go into the dishwasher and the knife is facing up. And you know how in your head you must debate all the time, is it getting clean enough? Like if I don't leave the knife up, but how it's so dangerous to leave it up. Like you must have that debate in your head.
Oh, knife.
Oh,
what kind of knife
up?
are you
Who does that?
Yeah, who knifes down?
Yes, but the methodology, like they talked about it in Chucky, they're like, why were the knives up? Because that's the only way they get clean. And then the other person's like, no, that's a myth. So I think about that all the time too. And I think so because they said it's a myth, I'm always knives down. I even go silverware down sometimes.
Yeah.
Chucky...
Silverware doesn't matter which way it's going up or down for me. I just throw it in there.
I like where Dennis is going on this. Dennis is checking my sources.
Did Chucky push him?
Yeah.
Did Chucky push him on the knife?
Yes.
Oh, Chucky's such a menace.
All right, so it's really Chucky's fault, not the way he loaded the dishwasher.
Amen.
Chucky knew what he was doing.